Approximately 11 people will end their lives by suicide today in Canada. Suicide is the second leading cause of death globally among 15 to 29-year-olds.
More than car accidents and drug overdoses combined. So yeah, it's definitely an epidemic, and it's something that needs to be talked about. It's something that needs to be brought to light.
Matt Sirreal Dunae lost both his father and then his brother to suicide.
Suicide is often a taboo subject that no one wants to talk about. And that's where it thrives. When no one talks about it, then no one's getting the help that they need or the support that they need when they're going through it, because they think that it's such a bad subject to bring up that no one wants to. So I think that by talking about it openly and bringing people together that have had these struggles or been survivors of suicide, that we can start to create better paths to healing.
Healing is a big part of the event created by the Vancouver Island Crisis Society to remember and honor people lost to suicide. Souls remembering souls.
The idea is that you bring a new pair of shoes and or socks in honor of a lost loved one or someone that you may know that has been lost to suicide, and then they are placed kind of in a little ceremony, and then afterwards we donate all the shoes and socks to people in need in the local community. I think it's a really good thing for people to get together if they're struggling or if they've had losses, to get together and know that they're not alone.
Matt stumbled upon the event unexpectedly about 8 years ago.
I was still in the early stages of grieving because I'd lost my brother to suicide that year. I decided to join the walk with them and check it out, and I liked it. I liked the feel of it and the essence of it. So the next year I went and sent in a picture of my brother, and so it was a really good thing for me. It was a really healing experience. So I was at the next event at the Port Theatre, and I was looking at a picture of my brother, and Heather Owen came up to me and asked if I was okay, because I was visibly upset and kind of shaken a little bit. And so I talked to her a little bit, and of course she was very kind and kind of inviting me to open up right away. And me being the shameless self-promoter that I am, I told her that I was a hip-hop artist and that I had a CD on me, so I gave her one.
That led to Matt performing at future events that in turn led to him performing in schools and sharing his story with students.
Eventually I was offered a pilot project within the schools of 14 sessions, and eventually offered a full-time position here at the Crisis Society. It's kind of cliche to say, but the best way to help yourself sometimes is to help other people. And I mean, the training that is provided by the Crisis Society when you volunteer here is just second to none, as far as getting to know yourself and getting to know the grief that you've been through.
Now Matt is the one coordinating the event that led him to where he is today.
It's come full circle because it's 10 years of the event, and now I'm coordinating the event and making sure that it stays active, because I think that if it can affect one person like it did to me, then it's definitely worth doing the event every year. If we can, bring it out of the suicide, out of the darkness where it normally thrives, then we can start to prevent it and start to put steps in place to give people the tools and coping strategies so that if they get to that dark place, that it may not take their life.
The Souls Remembering Souls Walk takes place on World Suicide Prevention Day, September 10th at Maffeo Sutton Park, 4:30 to 6:30 p.m.